One Saturday morning, it was a cold and rainy day, when a bus pulled up and a team filed out claiming they were ready to play. The coin was tossed, the ball was snapped as the balls cranked up the steam. You could see the sweat and fear wash across the face of the other team. You better buckle up your chin strap and pray that you'll survive, because when the Tennessee Vols take the field, you'll be lucky to get out alive. The team was good, they were strong and tough, and they did their best to fight. But they couldn't match the hometown boys dressed up in orange and white. It was late in the game with a minute left, and they come knocking on our door. And that hometown crowd jumped to their feet as the rain began to pour. And then the ball was snapped, and the team pushed hard trying to cross the line. But them balls stood strong and held their place as the clock ran out of time. And then the game was over and the rain had stopped and the stadium shook with cheers. Another team loses and heads for home, crying volunteers. So if you're brave enough to play with us, be ready for a fight. 'Cause down here, football is not just a game. It's a way of life. It's the same as it's been for years. If you come to play in Knoxville, you'll be crying volunteers. See you next time, boys. Yeah, you'll have that orange running all down your face. That's what you call volunteers. Tennessee Volunteers. How about them Vols? Go Big Orange. Volunteers. Tennessee Volunteers.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Picked Off. I'm your host, Carter. I'm here with my co-host, Brandon. We got a special guest tonight. We got a huge fan of Picked Off and one of our favorite people that comes on here a lot in the comments. We got Scott Caughorn. Sorry if I said it wrong. But we got a lot to talk about tonight. You know, Tuesday night didn't really go as planned, but we're gonna make it for it tonight. We promise you. We got our very, very, very talented producer in the background. Catfish, everybody. He can hear you. You can't hear him. But if he needs to, if you want to say something to him, he's watching and he can see what's going on. Anyway, like I said, I got my co-host with me, Brandon. How's it going tonight, Brandon?
Pretty good. How's it going, Carter?
It's good, man. How about our special guest tonight, Scott? How you doing tonight, man?
And I'm doing good. I'm on this side of the ground, so doing good.
Well, we're happy to have you here on Picked Off. It means a lot to have you on here. You're a huge Tennessee fan, and going to pick your brain a little bit tonight. Josh is once again missing, but he will be back on Tuesday. So we'll have Josh back, and it'll be me, Josh, and Brandon. So we'll see how it goes. Real quick, let me get this little bit of info out of the way. Disclaimer here for everyone. The comments and views of guest and host alike do not necessarily reflect Volunteer Roadshow, BCM Productions, and our sponsors. Have to get that out of the way. Also, you know, we got a lot of good things going on right now. One big thing that I was just told, if you need a face mask, okay, and you want a Tennessee face mask, Volunteer Roadshow, we just ordered a bunch of them. They're fixing to be available on the website, volunteerroadshow.com. So get it from us. Maybe Catfish will autograph it or something. I don't know. Or Billy might be better, but I don't know. Anyway, we got a jam-packed show. Let's just get right into it. I'm going to take a look at the comments real quick while I'm getting my notes ready. Dwayne RTR, what is up, brother? Happy to have you on. That second comment, I definitely can't get behind. No, thank you.
BBD says, hello, Scott. Good to see another amazing commentator as always, supporting my boys here on Picked Off.
That's right. BVD says you can start the show now, boys. Well, I'm getting to it. You just hold on. Ballard. Yeah. Catfish said shut up. Ballard. Hey, Carter. Involves Roadshow. Good to have you on here, Ballard. So, breaking current news. What is going on in the world, Brandon?
All right, we're going to kick it off with the Washington Redskins have temporarily changed their name to just the Washington football team.
What do you think about that, Scott?
I think the face palm says it all.
Facepalm says it all.
What else we got?
We got Samaglia has been named to the Lou Groza watch list.
It's about time.
The biggest tatted kicker in all of college football right there.
That's right.
We got they made a decision on the high school football season. It will be 8 regular season games with the conference champion and the runner-up making the playoffs. So
that's just in Tennessee, though, right?
That's just in Tennessee, yeah. So
hey, BVD. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Hey, BVD, guess what? Scott went to school at Knox Fulton, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah, we don't like that.
Oh, I know BVD loves it.
Then we got the MLB starts today. Well, it should have already kicked off. We got the Yankees and the Nationals and the Giants at the Dodgers. And
big games tomorrow, 3:00 my time. Braves at Mets. Chop on.
Then we got Roy Jones Jr. and Mike Tyson fighting in an 8-round exhibition match on September 12th. And last but not least, Carter, I know you're excited about this one. What's happening with the UT Pants?
Oh, buddy. I should have gotten a picture. There's a video today, if you don't know, and Scott, I don't know if you know this or not, but Tennessee football put out a video on their social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and it was a Tennessee player walking to the locker room, and you see his helmet, you see his shoulder pad, you see his jersey. He pulls out his pants, his football pants, out of his bag, and they got 2 orange stripes on them, baby.
Stripes are back.
Stripes are back. That, to me, is how it should be.
Mm-hmm. I'll agree with that.
Oh, yeah. So, all right.
So that's pretty much everything going on in the current world right now. We try not to bring the negative stuff on here. But anyway, so Lou Garza Award. And guys, I don't know if y'all know this real quick. We've got a freaking star in the making at Tennessee right now on the football team. And Scott, I'm going to let you guess who you think I'm talking about. He's a sophomore, and he's going to be something real special.
I would imagine you're talking about Henry To'o.
That is correct. I am.
Yep,
he's the only. Yep. Go ahead, tell him.
He's been named to the Butkus watch list as well.
Not just the Butkus, but a few others. Anyway, he's the only sophomore in college football that's on, I think, 3 or 4 different watch lists. Okay, the kid's a stud. Got some Hawaiian punch at the linebacker position. I remember. They used to call Jesse. They used to say that about Jesse Malona. Real quick, back to the comments. BVD, what do you mean gonna be the big toe? I don't even know what you're talking about. Okay, you're talking about toe. My bad, man. Sorry, I can't hardly read your grammar there. Anyway, don't forget, guys, the Golden Keyboard Award. Scott here has won it 4 times. I mean, if you want to know how to win it, just ask him. He'll tell you. BVD won it the other night on our short show, so I'll have to send him something. But, yeah, so Get it churning in the comments. Brandon, what do we got going on Facebook? Anybody over there? Is Duke Nukem over there?
Not yet. We're slow rolling over there.
Where's Duke Nukem at? It just ain't the same if he ain't on the Facebook side, keeping everything going. So anyway, we're gonna do our moment in Vols history, and it's who wants to break it down? Scott, I'll let you break it down. What game we gonna do tonight?
I believe we're going to do Tennessee versus South Carolina in 2019.
That's right.
41-21.
41-21. Juwan Jennings, 7 catches, 174 yards, 2 touchdowns. I mean, that was like one of the games that we actually got to see JT Stroud play some. He did all right, you know.
Yeah, he come off the bench and 7 of 11 for 122 yards, I believe. So
Nice long balls.
That's right. But that was a game we were down 21-17 at half, I believe. And shut them out. Batuli obviously had the big punt block, recovered it. That was a game changer. And shut them out in the second half. But so, Mr. Producer, sir, could you please roll the footage for all the wonderful people out here tonight?
Football's a game of emotions and intensity. Intensity. We need everybody in this room to bring the energy today. Right now, for play one. And if you're on that sideline, you bring that energy to your teammates. You got that? Everybody knows what we're working for. Everybody knows what we're working for. When you're one-on-ones, the most physical team, the most relentless team, we're staying together, never quit, we're finding a way.
Gamecocks and Vols from historic Neyland Stadium in Knoxville on a perfect October Saturday. Sets up. Bang, it goes down. It's Darrell Taylor. Callaway back to his own 36. He's got 2 career punt returns for touchdowns. Make it 3. 65 yards. Wide open is Jennings, already past midfield. And look at the extra effort. Has time. Jennings inside the 20. Stays on his feet. Will not be denied. 48 yards. Hit right there and knocked down. What a big stop. Walensky under pressure. Down he goes. Deep ball. He's got Callaway.
Can't tackle the man.
Gets rid of it. Throws for Jennings in the end zone. Got it. Touchdown in the back of the end zone. Juwan Jennings good for 19 yards. Fires long. Callaway behind everybody. Catches at the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Tennessee. Marquez Callaway.
We were just saying about these explosive plays by Tennessee.
Man, there's been a highlight reel tonight. And blocked. The Volunteers covered in the end zone. Touchdown. Daniel Batuli.
Talking about a team win, all right? A team win, all right? That's how you find ways to win football games, okay? That's how you find ways to win football games. We were the most physical team on the field. All right, we played the hardest. All right, we played together. We didn't quit, okay? All right, and y'all said it. All right, when the things didn't go our way, we put on more heart. Football's a game of emotion.
Uh-oh. All right. I'll tell you what. 2 things from that video. The word "I" was said a lot. And secondly, yes, BBD Jim Chaney is a very scary man. And, of course, Bobby told us right before the show he is every bit big as what you could imagine. But he's a great offensive coordinator. So, you know what? He can be as big as he wants for all I care. I don't care, And Smokey. I love seeing shots of Smokey. We've got the coolest K9 in all of college football. No doubt about it.
Hands down.
Okay, ain't got a chance.
Nope. I mean, I know he's not a Buffalo. Hell, I don't want a Buffalo as a mascot. No offense, Ralphie. Don't be mad. But just saying. Anyway, so once again, that was a game. I think we were What were we, 2-5 when we played, or 3-5?
I believe it's 3-5.
Okay, so that was a big game, and we won out, beat them, beat UAB, beat Kentucky, Missouri, and Vandy, and won the bowl game. So that was a very pivotal game, and it was nice to finally get that Muschamp, losing streak off our backs. So,
Oh yeah,
6 consecutive wins.
6 consecutive wins. That's right. If we do have a season, we just got to keep going, building off that momentum from last year. So hopefully we can do that. Hopefully we have a season. Okay, J. Caleb Mitchell, 2-5, won 6 straight. Okay, yeah, you're right. Thank you for that. It was a fun night, Nealon, I bet.
Over here on Facebook, Joey Brady says we are here, and Flint Williams says go Big Orange.
Flint Williams, Gay City Blue Devil from Blumpville. Did I say it right? Blumpville?
Blumpville. Just Blumpville.
All right. Okay. The bet's on here. Glad to have you on. Anyway, so that was our moment in Vols history. We do it every show. What's next, Brandon?
I believe we're going into grinding them gears.
So I usually do the gear grinding around here, and I love doing it. But since Scott is on the show tonight, Scott, I'm going to let you grind your gears. What is grinding your gears today?
Well, what's really grinding my gears right now is the unknown, specifically the unknown about college football. Will we play? Will we not? The Big Ten and Pac-12, they've already decided to play only conference schedules. Ivy League has decided to cancel all fall sports. The Big 12 and ACC have decided to wait until sometime in late July before any scheduling arrangements. SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey said that his concern for this season is, quote, high to very high, end quote, and admits that, quote, we are running out of time to correct and getting things right, end quote. I've witnessed a lot of parents of school-age children to be forced to make a one-week decision on whether their children will be going to school or learn virtually at home. It's no good. Another question presents itself. So it's with some conferences playing only in-conference schedules. What's going to happen in the bowl season when conferences play against one another? Are they good with that? Are they bad with that? Are they only sticking with their conference then in the postseason, or what?
What I look for them to do is when they play these big bowl games is do like the Orlando bubble, like they're doing with the NBA right now.
It very well may happen. You're right.
So
that's not a bad idea.
That's what I look to happen. Especially they don't want to miss out on these college football playoffs. They don't want to miss out. They don't want to miss out on that money. So
yeah, that is big money.
I can't imagine them having a season with just conference champions. But if it did happen, it would probably be. It wouldn't surprise me if Georgia won the conference that year, and that would be the year that they couldn't play for the national title. That'd just be Georgia's luck.
I'm sorry, it's still 1980.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we all know the universities in the SEC. We're a football conference. Period.
Absolutely.
That's where.
Sorry, Kentucky. Sorry.
Right. Exactly. Kentucky and possibly Vanderbilt, which credit baseball, whatever. But to fill a 100,000 plus seat Neyland Stadium, not to include concessions, etc. Now you're looking at the revenue for the SEC as a whole last season was $720.6 million. $720.6 million.
That's insane.
It's a lot of dinero.
Commissioner Sankey, you got a job to do, buddy. Stick with it. Either way, whatever your decision is, make it and stay with it.
I mean, if he can't do it, I will free my schedule.
I heard that.
Same here. Yeah, absolutely. That was a very good thing to grind your gears about. BVD even said it was the best gear grinding we've had here on Picked Off. That's okay. he won't be winning that keyboard. No, I'm kidding, man. It was a really good one. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Billy Cole, going to let the kids get back on campus for a couple weeks, then decide. Wink, wink. Yeah, sure. Mr. Producer Man, BVD is getting on to you because, well, for a minute there, it was just Scott. He was just the only one on here. All by himself here on Picked Off. That's okay. Jay Caleb mentioned Pac-12 doesn't have to worry about the playoff, and Ohio State knows they might as well forfeit. Yep. So the one thing I remember Sankey saying a couple weeks ago, I guess it was, he said that he wasn't really that worried about the Pac-12 and Big Ten because we only had 2 games. Well, none from the Big Ten, but we had 2 games the SEC had to play, and that was Bama, USC, and I think Texas A&M, Colorado. So, obviously in our conference, most of the teams that play, like Georgia Tech, ACC, SEC, that's more common. So if they might try to figure a way to keep that going, but I don't think we're going to see Tennessee, Furman, and Auburn, UT Martin. I don't know if they're playing, but just giving an example. I don't think we'll see those types of games for sure. But if they do, if we stick to just conference only, I think we should figure out a way to add, 2 more teams like in our conference. Like next year, we're supposed to play Ole Miss at home. Well, I think we should add that game and then, figure out another one. At least have a 10-game season. If it's got to be all conference games, that's fine. It's going to be a lot tougher season.
This could be one way for a big consolidation.
Yeah.
So
that is very true. Well, anyway, moving on. What do we got next, Brandon?
The big top 5.
Big top 5 now.
Scott gets to pick it this week. So
yep. What are we going to do tonight, Scott? What's our top 5, buddy?
Well, I thought long and hard about it, and at first I said, let's do athletes from the state of Tennessee, and I thought that's kind of too broad of a topic, so I narrowed it down to top 5 football players from the state of Tennessee.
All right, so that doesn't mean that they not necessarily had to go to University of Tennessee, just from the state. Now, I know all 3 of our number 1s are going to be the same. So when we get to that one, we'll kind of do it all together. But I'm going to let you start off. Who is your number 5?
So my number 5 is, believe it or not, Ed Too Tall Jones out of Jackson, Tennessee.
Jones. That's right.
He was an All-American at Tennessee State, played 15 seasons in the NFL, and he was the Cowboys sack leader for 3 different years, once in 81, again in 85, and then finally in 87.
Sweet. Brandon, who you got, number 5?
My number 5 would be Patrick Willis out of Brewston, Tennessee. Went to Hollow Rock, Brewston. He was only a 2-star coming out. Didn't really get much looks. Ole Miss gave him a shot. He ended up being a two-time All-American. Got drafted in the first round, number 11 pick. Won Rookie of the Year, 7-time Pro Bowler, 5-time first-team All-Pro, and part of the 2010 All-Decade team. So that's not bad for a kid that was a 2-star. So
no, that's near my neck of the woods. Brewston is in the same county I live in. It's literally the smallest school in the county. So the fact that he came, he's a celebrity there. Everybody knows him. Everybody's cousins with him. The whole 9.
If you ever watch the SEC short about Patrick Willis, man, yeah, he's an inspiration from where he came from.
Oh God, yeah, absolutely. And actually, I went to high school with one of his brothers. He ended up going to he didn't end up going to Brewston, but anyway, that's another story. It's a funny, real quick story on that. His brother, Darnell, would make money by getting his brother to sign jerseys and send them to him, and he would sell them at school. Patrick Willis Niners or Ole Miss, whatever. But made quite a bit of money doing that. So my number 5 is, I'm going to go with Al Wilson. He's from Jackson, Tennessee. Played at Jackson Central Mary High School over at Rothrock Stadium. he was obviously so pivotal to our success in 1998 and 97 on the defense. But leader of the team. But he had, let's be honest, he had a pretty good career with the Broncos before he had a career-ending neck injury. So he was a great athlete too. So that's my number 5. And I think what we'll do for number 4, we started with Scott. So now I'm going to start with you, Brandon. Who's your number 4?
My number 4 is going to be Lynn Swann. A lot of people don't know that, but he was born over in Alcoa, Tennessee. First round draft pick out of USC in 1974. He was a national champion there. 4-time Super Bowl champ and Super Bowl MVP. 3-time Pro Bowler. First team All-Pro. 70s All-Decade team. NFL Man of the Year in 1981 and Hall of Famer.
All right. I guess I'll go number 4 since, we'll kind of flip it around here. Number 4 for me, this is for you, Billy Cole, Morgan Cox. No, I'm kidding. I can't do that. But Billy Cole, the long snapper specialist, or if you will. I mean, he loves long snappers. So shout out to Billy Cole. Thanks for coming on tonight. Anyway, my number 4 for real, I'm going to go with Steve Spurrier. I can't put him – I can't believe I'm putting him ahead of Al Wilson, first of all. And the fact that he's even on my list, but you got to. I mean, Heisman Trophy winner at the University of Florida. And it's really not – and see, a lot of people are mad at Spurrier. You can't blame Spurrier for going to Florida really when Tennessee only offered him a basketball scholarship. Now, I know we ran a wing T offense, which did not fit him, but still, a guy that good from our own backyard, Science Hill High School. Come on now. Scott, you're number 4.
All right. Well, you may hear that name again, but my number 4 is going to be Jason Witten.
You may hear that name again.
Tight end out of Elizabethton, Tennessee. 4th in catches in NFL history for tight ends. Come on now. 11-time Pro Bowler and has a 15-year NFL career and more if they get to continue to play this year. Man, I'll never forget the 6-7, however many overtime game it was that he caught the 6 overtimes. He caught the last touchdown, and man, that dude has been a staple of Tennessee football ever since. So, So my number 4 is Jason Witten.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you. You're going to hear that name again on my list, and like I said, this is kind of our personal list. Everything's debatable. So I'm going to start off with number 3. And my number 3, this was kind of tough, but my number 3 is going to be Doug Atkins from Humboldt, Tennessee. And I'm swear to God, I'm not trying to use all West Tennessee guys. Well, I use Spurrier, but Humboldt, Tennessee, Gibson County. That's where my dad went to school. My granddad went to school. Was one of the greatest, NFL Hall of Famer, college football Hall of Famer, was on the 51 national championship team at Tennessee. A huge man, huge. Actually played basketball, was a basketball and track star at a high school. But, like I said, he's granted, the NFL has him listed as the 2nd greatest pass rusher of all time. So, something's funny.
I got to say that. Thank God BVD is picking on somebody besides me in their pronunciation. He used to come in my comments all the time, bust my chops about Leola, and then he got you for Humboldt.
Humboldt.
Well, hey, I'm telling you, I'm from around there. Actually, I went to Humboldt Elementary School for 2 years, so I can say it however I want. All right, it's just like, there's all kinds of names in this town. I mean, yeah, it's technically Humboldt, but everybody calls it Humboldt. Like Shelbyville, Cheville. So, exactly. Haters hate, fans you're welcome. All right, I don't even know where we were. We're on number 3. Yeah. I went first, so who's supposed to go now? Scott or Brandon?
Go ahead, Scott.
Go ahead, Scott. You're number 3, sir.
Well, my three's already been said, so no hard feelings on that one. It is Steve Spurrier, out of Johnson City. You mentioned he came from Science Hill High School. Won a round in Tennessee we refer to as the Heistman, though, Trophy Award. Ever since the whole Charles Woodson over Peyton Manning debacle, I've referred to it as the Heistman ever since. But Steve Spurrier is my number three.
All right.
All right. My number three is going to be, it's already been said also, Ed Too Tall Jones from Jackson. Went to Jackson Central Mary High School. He originally signed with Tennessee State to play basketball, spent 2 years on their basketball team, switched over to football, focused on it. So he was an All-American there, the number one draft pick in 1974 with the Dallas Cowboys, Super Bowl champion and Hall of Famer. So
Nice. So we're at the point where I would think a lot of ours are fixing to be the same here. It's time for number two, and I got a feeling that both of you guys have the same number two. So if you want, who's your number two, Brandon?
Doug Atkins.
Who's your number two, Scott?
Johnny Majors.
Oh, well, okay. Let me just back up. My bad. All right, Brandon, you go ahead and do your number two since we already said Doug Atkins.
Well, Doug Atkins from Humboldt.
That's right.
Same thing. First round draft pick, 1953, two-time NFL champ, 8-time Pro Bowler, 4-time first team All Pro, the NFL 100 anniversary team, and the 60s All Decade team. I mean, all these guys, just their accolades right here is just phenomenal. So you can't go wrong with any one of them.
That's true. All right, Scott, you're number two.
All right, so we got to go with Johnny Majors out of Huntland, Tennessee. Let me see if I can pronounce Huntland. Sorry,
it's Hunland. I'm kidding.
Majors was a Heisman runner-up. Everybody in the world knows that he got robbed. Had he played for a university outside of the Southeastern Conference, man, this dude would have won the Heisman with ease. The year that he lost the Heisman, he rushed for 549 yards and passed for 552 yards. He was responsible for 1,000 yards of total offense, just himself. Amazing year, and then turned out for years and years to be an amazing coach as well.
Damn straight. Rest in peace, Johnny.
Absolutely.
So to do this number one, I know we all got the same guy, but I want to see. I'm going to try to Freddie Mercury this thing a little bit. I'm going to start it. Scott, you're going to go second, and then Brandon, you're going to go fourth. I'm going to start it. See if y'all can follow my lead here, okay? Minister
of
Defense.
Reggie White. Chattanooga, Tennessee. My favorite player of all time from the University of Tennessee, obviously. Didn't even get to see the man play until he was in the NFL. But I'm going to say that, and I'm going to let Scott, you say a little bit more, and then Brandon, you finish it off.
Sure. Second in the NFL in career sacks behind only Bruce Smith.
Who played 10 more years than him.
Yeah, exactly. All he needs 4 sacks, I think.
Right. He was a first at Tennessee for single season sacks. And, of course, his career, he's second now, but only because of Derek Barnett, the speed rusher from the outside. So, Reggie White, and man, as nice of a guy as you would ever meet, you get on the field with him, and you would think that he's pure evil. But, man, excellent guy.
All right, Brandon, what do you got?
Yep, I got Reggie from Chattanooga. Went to the Howard School Hustling Tigers.
Wow.
Yeah. So he was 4th overall pick in 1984, Super Bowl champ, 13-time Pro Bowler, 8-time All-Pro, NFL Hall of Famer. So
made the All 100 team, all everything team.
One bad man.
One stat, that I thought was really cool was he played what? How many seasons was it? 14 seasons?
14.
15? 14. 14 seasons. Was a 12-time Pro Bowler. So that means only 2 seasons he wasn't a Pro Bowler. I know one of them was his final season with the Carolina Panthers. Has his jersey retired with the Eagles, with the Packers and the Volunteers, of course.
Finished his career off in Carolina.
Yeah. NFL has him listed as the greatest pass rusher of all time. And Doug Atkins at number 2. And they got LT at 3. So when I think of the greatest football player for University of Tennessee, I think I've already said this, but it's Reggie White, hands down for me. So anyway, that was a great top 5. I'm gonna check the YouTube comments real quick, guys. Let's see.
Oh, there's a bunch of them.
Yeah, Jeff Webster. Let's see. Oh well, Billy Cole's talking about that town in Georgia, Dula Gula or whatever. No, Dalanaga. I give up on that one.
So look at Carter. Look at Carter handle that Tennessee math. Woo woo.
Oh yeah. Hey, I got a West Tennessee education. Watch out. I didn't get my degree from UT, but I did flunk out once. So if that counts for anything, true story. Let's see, where are we at? Jeff Webster, biggest Heisman screw job was Bo stole it from Chuck Long. Wow, okay. I would say the biggest screw job was 97, but I don't want to get into all that. Get mad, start throwing shit in my room. The one that drives me nuts is when my cousins are talking about fixing cars and they both say, "Did you clean that carburetor?" Oh, carburetor, I guess. DVD. All y'all talk funnies, says Jeff Webster. Well, I mean, most people from the state of Alabama, they can't even say Alabama, right? They call it Alabama. Like they're missing an A. It's ALA. They spell it ALBAMA. Alabama. I'm from Alabama. I'm from Muscle Shoals. I'm from Tuscaloosa, Mobile, Bayou La Battery, all that crap. Justin Sanday. Hello, guys. Justin, thank you. LSU Scooter. I don't think I've ever seen LSU. I don't think I've ever seen him on Picked Off. So LSU Shooter, welcome to Picked Off. We'll try to keep you entertained while we're on here.
Yeah, I had a couple honorable mentions, and I was not going to put Jason Witten on my top 5 just because of where he's from. I wasn't even going to give them the clout of saying their name.
Hell, he was my number 2. Oh man! Oh yeah, Elizabeth and Betsy.
You can.
Yeah. All right. I know. But
I had a few honorable mentions from out of Austin East High School, Raleigh and Reggie McKenzie, as well as Leroy Thompson.
Those are some good ones right there. The McKenzie brothers, for sure. I actually met Reggie at the Music City Bowl when we played Nebraska. Got a picture with him. He's a big man.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, I'm short to everybody. So, I mean, Brandon's a big man, Jeff Webster Carter, I am a Bama grad, but born and raised in Springfield, Illinois. Okay, that's cool, man. So, yeah, I guess we do sound funny. Well, I bet when you were in college it was the same way. But, all right. Oh, one other thing I wanted to add. Of course, our producer didn't allow us to do this tonight, but we will be taking live callers here in the future on Picked Off. So, we'll have that going hopefully next week. Producer, next week would be great. Yes. And then y'all can call in and tell us how we talk funny and all that stuff. All right. So, wait, Justin Sunday, any word on the players with COVID? Well, I know Tennessee, what Brandon, you said the other night, they don't have any as far as of right now, right?
What's that?
Justin's wanting to know about any players with COVID.
They had a few a week or so back. They had a few players test positive, but they were quarantined, and I ain't heard anything since. So
you're fired. No, I'm kidding. BBD says Tennessee has 7. Well, actually, they got 6 national titles, but we can claim another. Superfan, a.k.a. the GOAT, got it muted. My wife thinks I'm listening to her complain.
Jeff Webster says, Picked Off, the best VRS show by far.
Hope Bobby's there to hear that one. Yeah. All right. So what do we got next? Is it time for what, the 7 memes or dumpster fire? What are we doing?
I know who's about to win the keyboard though. Superfan, aka the GOAT.
Oh, about the wife complaining?
Yeah.
You didn't hear me when I just read it out loud?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. I said
No.
that. Yeah. But yeah, that is a good one. He's in. I'd say he's the front runner right now.
Yeah, definitely.
So, all right. So what are we doing next?
We're going to whack ass traditions.
Whack ass traditions, and once again, Scott is going. He picked it out. So what is the whack ass tradition, Scott?
Well, the whack ass tradition, man, this university, like, they do some things at a varsity. They go into a varsity, which is a restaurant. They flip a little flag, no big deal. They wait on auto, their little orange to come out, and everybody claps and celebrates. But the most peculiar thing that Syracuse University does, it all started in the early 80s under Dick McPherson and Paul Pasqualani. And immediately following the last practice, Syracuse seniors would tie their shoes around their neck. And whenever they got done, they would grab their shoes and throw them over their shoulder into a burning bin and would burn their practice cleats. This was a symbolic act of cleansing themselves from the season. Coach Robinson took over, and then it found its way back with Coach Maroney, which sort of reminds me of a Butch Jones brick by brick deal. But anyways, Coach Maroney wanted to put the past in the rear view mirror, so he said. So that's just the weirdest thing I've ever heard. I would hate to be a sponsor at Syracuse and have to pay for those shoes that you're just going to turn around and burn. So
yeah, they
so
could give those to like a local high school or something,
Right. Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty damn whack. I mean, it's about, like, Butch Jones is a good example. I mean, we have the garbage can. We're not. I mean, look, Tennessee has got we've had some whack traditions over the years, no doubt about it. The garbage can has to be the number one. But yeah, that burning the shoes thing, I don't know. That's just weird to me. But whatever. It obviously didn't really help them much, I wouldn't think.
Right. Well, they played Auburn once and then into a tie. And other than that was the best season they had ever had in their careers. So
I'll tell you what else is whack. I don't know if it's this way anymore, but playing them in '98, they had, of course, Donovan McNabb. It was
yes,
one of a huge win for us. But like Coach Fulmer would say, you're in the Cotton Pick and Carrier Dome, and there ain't no AC in it. Well, and Carrier's an air conditioning company. I mean, what the hell is up with that?
Right.
I mean, I know it was 1998. It ain't like it was 1970. I mean, come on. And I think a lot of the players, which I don't know if Billy's ever talked about it or not, but I've heard some of the players say that was one of the hottest games they've ever played in, just because of all the people and all, I couldn't imagine. That'd be awful. Let's see.
The old Celtics basketball courts there.
Oh, okay.
Billy Cole says local high school players could use those shoes.
Exactly. And they're top notch. They're Nikes or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who's sponsoring Syracuse right now. Probably Nike, but Jeff Webster says, or BVD, yeah, I know you meant 7 COVID players. I was trying to lighten the mood there. Superfan, aka the GOAT. Tennessee Tech has 18. Good God. I don't know what's going on in Cookville. Jeff Webster, I hate Syracuse, founded by anti-Catholics to counter BC and Holy Cross, among others, and McNabb, maybe most overrated QB. Ooh. Well,
I don't know about that one.
I didn't have a problem with Donovan, at least as an Eagle. I kind of felt bad for him. Could never win a Super Bowl, but to each his own. LSU Scooter says LSU's whack because the players sleep in their lockers. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they got those. Mm-hmm. Tennessee just got brand new lockers too, and they're pretty cool. I don't know if they can sleep in them or not, but and then of course Alabama had a video come out a couple days ago of their new locker rooms, and they got strobe lights.
They can invite their cousins into their locker rooms in Tuscaloosa.
That's right. Speaking of that, I think it's time for General Nealon's 7 favorite memes, and D4. Brandon picked those out for us this week, and I believe there might be some cousins in this. I don't know. Could be wrong. So, Mr. Producer Man, sir, if you would start the slideshow, please. Of course, Georgia blowing big leads. Nothing new there.
It runs in that Atlanta family.
Yeah, except the Braves. Auburn education won't get you very far, as you can see here. Number 3. 8 out of 10 Alabama fans can't even spell Tuscaloosa. Like I said, they can't even spell Alabama. So how the hell are they going to spell Tuscaloosa? Ron Burgundy. Number 4. You want to know what the most entertaining rivalry in college football is? Ed Orgeron versus Chloe Cassidy. He's like former friend. Remember the time Bobby Boutte went down with the Davida? Next is, let's see, the face you make. When an Alabama fan says anything. Oh, Robert Downey Jr., Iron Man. Michigan be like, we won the spring game. So once again, talking about cousins. When you know your cousin won't be in the mood tonight, just let Alabama lose a football game. That's why in the state of Alabama, there's been so many. I don't know. I'm gonna stop there. Oh God. Yep. General Nealon's 7 memes. I thought there were some pretty good ones tonight. Good job, Brandon. I like those. Yeah, I know. Talk about all your damn natties, Jeff Webster. I get it. Huh? Whatever.
Claimed or actual?
Yeah. Roll MF Tide. I'm curious to see the new lockers at the stadium. Well, there's a video out, and I mean they're nice. I mean, I'm not gonna say lie. They're nice. I don't get the whole light show thing where it looks like it's a club or something, but whatever. Good morning, Vols. How are y'all doing? Says
Sven Kreuzberg.
Sven Kreuzberg. Sounds like a hockey player. Doing pretty good. George. Just George. Looks like a Gator fan. I'm sure you guys got some good facilities too, though. Oh, yeah, we do. We do all right, you know. Webster, like when the Bama grad says, get ready for number 14. Oh, I thought y'all had 17. What the heck?
They don't even know at this point. They're claiming back. They're gonna start going back and say they have 77. They're gonna start claiming 1902.
All right. So what do we got now? We got our dumpster fire? Is it time for dumpster fire?
Yeah.
I believe so. I'll tell you what. So, Scott, I'm going to let you pick a dumpster fire program. Any program that you feel is just a complete dumpster fire right now. Who do you think is the dumpster fire program right now?
Well, to be honest with you, I know they've experienced a ton of success as of late, but you know, with the addition of Butch Jones as head statistician, I'm going to say the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Well, you know, we can only hope, right?
They are definitely on the downhill slope. So
yeah,
it's coming slowly but surely.
Which I don't think, you know, being serious here for just a second, I don't think Alabama's dumb enough to hire him as their head coach. I don't think they would, but damn, would that be great. At the same time, it would suck if he came in and beat us, though.
There would probably be a bigger party in Knoxville than there would be in Tuscaloosa.
Oh,
yeah.
absolutely.
I don't think the big boosters over there in Alabama would allow it. I really don't, but damn, it'd be funny. Hey, you give him a chance now. He'll weasel his little ass back in there somehow.
Oh, he'll be somewhere soon.
Oh, yeah.
So,
he's riding out the rest of that contract from Tennessee right now. And I'm sure once that's over, he'll take some job somewhere. I don't know. Maybe he can be the band director for that $1 million band. The trumpet section leader, Butch Jones.
There you go.
Going back to some of the comments.
14 straight over Tennessee. Damn. I can't believe it's gotten that high. That's just ridiculous.
Sven Kreuzberg says, I'm a Mississippi State fan from Germany, not a hockey player.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's awesome, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
To what?
No.
BV to finish bleeding his dry. Oh, yeah, that's right. He's got to finish bleeding his dry. BVD changed his icon to a green devil. That's what I was trying to look at. So you're from Germany and you're a Mississippi State player or Mississippi State fan. I'm so sorry. Well, look, hey, we welcome everybody on this show. So we're glad to have you on, man. Okay. So I think you know who Catfish is.
Carter, you want to shout out our wonderful sponsors?
Yeah, man, might as well. So, shout out to the sponsors. We're basically at the end of the show here. Appreciate everybody coming on, of course, but got to give a shout out to Hound Dogs. Hound Dogs has been, I think they were our first sponsor, and they've been the longest one so far. If you're a Tennessee fan, obviously, and to me, it's a tradition. Every time I go to Knoxville, just ask Keith or BVD. Every time we're together, we always go hit up Hound Dogs. It's one of the first stops, especially because usually, if I get a room, I'll stay out on the west end of town, close to it. But got to go to Hound Dogs, get all your Tennessee stuff there. The new coaches polos should be coming out soon. So, yeah, check them out. Also, Tennessee Tap House. If we do, hopefully we have a season. And for whatever reason, you can't have fans in the stands. That's okay. You come to the Tap House where Billy and Catfish will be every Saturday, more than likely, and possibly me and the picked off guys, more important issues, Jarnell maybe, who knows, But all right, Catfish is going to jump in for just a second.
We're working on something. I talked to Don Anderson, the owner at Tap House. They've got 3 90-inch screens at the end of that place. And I've been talking to Billy, been talking to Jarnell and some other VFLs. We're going to try to get about 7 or 8 VFLs down there to play each other. We're going to be streaming it on the channel, like Madden, college football, something. And we may turn that into a weekend tournament where you can actually go down there and play these VFLs, and it's going to be streamed live on the Volunteer Roadshow.
Well, Bobby, I'll tell you this. There ain't no VFL or anybody down there wants this smoke when it comes to Madden. I'm telling you. Nobody wants it.
Well, bring it on. I'm working on getting some prizes from Hound Dogs. I'm talking about some really good prizes to the winners. It's in the beginning stages, but I'm 90% sure it's going to happen.
That'd be awesome.
Good deal.
And Fred White has already challenged Big Worm, Billy Ratliff to the first game, and you're all going to be able to watch them trash talk each other while they playing these video games.
That'd be hilarious.
That'll be great.
I'll turn the show back over to you, Carter.
I appreciate it, of course. And last but not least, we got to give our final sponsor, shelter insurance, call Josh Griffith, wherever he may be. We don't know. He's missing. No, he'll be back. But call him, get yourself some life insurance. That comes in handy when you're a Tennessee fan, the last few years. You don't leave your loved ones where they got to pay to bury your ass, okay? That ain't cool, You want them to be thinking of you and, celebrating your life, not cussing and spitting on you as just shelled out $10,000 or whatever. But anyway, call Josh. Check out our sponsors, of course. And, it's time for the Golden Keyboard Award winner. And I can't find that person's name. Who was it?
AKA the GOAT.
AKA the GOAT with the whole he's muted, making his wife think that he's what was the comment?
Hold on, I got you.
Yeah, we got to get that because that was funny. The funniest one we had for sure.
He said he had it muted, so his wife thinks he's listening to her. Got it muted. My wife thinks I'm listening to her complain.
Well, AKA the GOAT, you are the winner of the Golden Keyboard. Get in touch with me, and we'll send you something. I don't know who you're a fan of, but I got lots of NFL stuff too, Major League Baseball stuff, NBA stuff. So if you're not a Tennessee fan, if you're a fan of, like I said, any of those like NBA, even NHL, I got you. I can send you some stuff. So get in touch with me. Real quick thing before we go. First of all, I want to thank Scott for coming on. It was awesome having you on, man. You're welcome anytime, and we're definitely going to have you on again soon. And I hope you enjoyed it tonight.
I've had a blast and would be more than happy to do it again.
Absolutely. Yeah,
guys,
man, that was awesome.
Guys, make sure to like and share the stream. Hit that thumbs up. Tell your friends about it, and appreciate y'all tuning in.
And Scott, real quick, this is just up to you, but if you want to plug anything like social media or something, you can at this time. It's up to you. If not, no big deal.
Oh, I'm good, buddy.
All right. Well, before we go, I do want to give a shout out to BVD, Big Ball Daddy. Me and him every Sunday night, Sunday Night Live with BVD. Got to give him a shout out. Sub his channel up because if it's he's a big part of this. And let me look at his Catfish. Do I need to donate some stuff for the Golden Keyboard? Poor Carter's gonna have to bear while singing. Yeah. You can donate to me, Keith, anytime. But anyway, check that out. Also, something new just kind of happened. Check out Sports Live in the ATL's channel. Me and David do an Atlanta Braves show. If you're an Atlanta Braves fan, MLB fan, sub up Sports Live in the ATL on YouTube and check his channel out. Like I said, do an Atlanta Braves show would be greatly appreciated. Other than that,
And we're going to have a little project coming up here very, very soon. Me, you, and BBD.
Yeah, go ahead, talk about it.
Beyond the Lights, covering all high school sports, or mainly football for right now, but we're going to expand football in the state of Tennessee, interviewing coaches, giving top 10s, power rankings, the way we see it. So we're excited to be getting that up and off the ground.
For sure. Guys, we appreciate everything. Glad y'all came on here and hung out with us tonight. We'll see you on Tuesday. Josh will be back. Me, Josh, and Brandon. And we'll see you on Tuesday. Go Vols as always. Scott, once again, thank you very much, man. Enjoyed it. And y'all have a good one. Go Vols. We gone.